Hey, what's up guys? It's Victor here from Cyborg for Life. And besides finally being able to get a haircut, yes, the barbershops are reopened around here. Today I wanted to talk about a question that comes up a lot, and that is getting leg lengthening surgery done more than once, specifically twice. And it's understandable why, right? Because it's really the only way that you can gain max height without complications that would occur if you did it all in one segment. And there's really not that many people who have actually done this, but I have read some stories of people who have, so I extrapolated that information to bring it to you guys. So today I'm going to talk about how does it work, when should you get the second lengthening done if you're considering both, and what are some of the potential trade-offs that you should expect, okay? So how does it work? Well, if you're considering lengthening all four segments, also known as quadrilateral lengthening, you got to understand that the femurs can only lengthen a max of 8 centimeters via an internal nail lengthening device, okay? And the tibias can only lengthen about 4 to 6 centimeters safely. So if you add that up, you're getting about 12 to 14 centimeters, which is over 5 inches in height, which is, huge. But can you really get that 5 inches without any repercussions? That's where, that statement of great height comes with great responsibilities, or I think it's something like that. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, really, because there's going to be some, trade-offs that you have to do, and we're going to talk about that. Things like cost, recovery, and whatnot. So when can you get it done? A lot of people are going to ask, can I get them done at the same time? And typically, across the board, the answer is a resounding no. You should not get quadrilateral lengthening done simultaneously at the same time, okay? And the reason why is because it increases the likelihood that you could jeopardize your health. Things like embolisms are way more likely to occur if you do that, as well as, potentially permanently impacting your range of motion, okay? So you definitely don't want to do it at the same time. So then the question is, when can I get it done? When should I do it, okay? The ideal way to go about quadrilateral lengthening, from what I've read, is that you lengthen the femurs first, you get the full 8 centimeters, okay? And then about a year later, after you tested out your new height, see if it was enough for you. If not, you reconsult with the doctor and say, I'd like to go ahead and lengthen my tibias now and go for 4 to 6 centimeters there, okay? That way you can maximize height gain without, any complications that would occur. But some people don't want to think about this a year later. They want to get it all done, within a relative time frame. So if that's the case, usually most surgeons, experienced surgeons, are going to recommend at least a 3 to 4 week window between lengthenings. And if that's the case, you're going to start with the tibias first because of the fact that they're slower to heal and they need a head start in their healing phase, or in their healing game. So you'll start with the tibias first. And another reason is because of the fact that if you do the femurs first, that actually, stretches out the hamstring, which affects the knee flexion and your knee joint. So you're going to have trouble with your tibial lengthening. So you're going to want to start with the tibias first, and then you'll do your femurs, okay? After about that month time frame. So that's typically what you want to do if you're going to get them both done within a month's time. But what about those trade-offs we talked about, okay? Well, first of all, it's a no-brainer. The cost is going to be at least double, okay? So you got to know that there's going to be way more costs. And then the range of motion, okay? When you lengthen a segment of your legs, okay, the muscles in that segment they don't just stop in that segment, okay? They connect throughout, your whole body. So the calf muscle, especially the gastrocnemius, crosses the knee joint, and that's going to tug on that knee, the knee flexion. That's going to affect that. The hamstring, the same thing. So if you're lengthening both within that month time frame, and you weren't really aggressive with your physiotherapy, you could really end up with less height than you initially sought out to get. So let's say if you wanted to get the full 12 to 14 centimeters and you did them a month apart, and you kind of, you did your physiotherapy, but you weren't very flexible to begin with, you might only be able to get 10 centimeters. Okay, guys, you got to understand that you really need to give the muscles time because they're slower to adapt to the changes than a bone is to grow and heal. Okay, bones can adapt and grow and heal way faster than a muscle can. So besides the money, the flexibility is going to be a big thing. So that's why it's typically recommended that you give a year's time so you can really get flexible again in that segment, and then go for the other one and then focus on that. If you try to do both at the same time, things just get more difficult, okay? So my advice, based on what I've read and people I've talked to, is to, if you're going to go for quadrilateral lengthening, that is, okay? Typically, I recommend just doing the femurs because that's what most surgeons say is the safest. But if you're going to do both and you're set on that, do your femurs first, get the max length, okay? Stretch the crap out of them with your physiotherapy, be very aggressive. And then a year later, you can go ahead and get the tibias done and work just as hard on them, okay? Because of the fact that you want to make sure that each segment is taken care of like to the fullest ability. And it's hard to do when you do both at the same time. But I understand that some people would want to just not think about this. It might be family, it might be, you know, life, business, whatever it is. If that's the case, give it at least a month apart. Okay, guys? Hey, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe for more videos. And until next time, Victor from Cyborg for Life, signing out.